Yeah, so by now you know that how you have to do stuff. You know how to pitch, you know how to build a portfolio, you know how to select a niche or not, if you want to niche down or not. So this module would be basically, or this lesson is basically about getting everything together, telling you a little bit about what beta clients are, because I don't think I've touched that topic so far. 21-day roadmap. See, I don't believe in roadmaps and shit, so I'll basically tell you what you. It is not like that. I'll tell you that you have to do this on day one, day two, day seven. Proper bullshit stuff. I don't like it at all because I've never tried it. So I don't know if it works for me or not. So I just can't, give anything to you that I haven't tried and tested. So I'll be giving you the things that I've tried and tested. And lastly, we are going to talk about a few strategies that you can use to get clients or few places where you can find your good clients. So initially, let us start off with what's a beta client. So see, beta client, as the name suggests, see, it's sounding like a college lecture. Sheesh, that's pathetic. So basically, what a beta client is, these are the clients who don't give you money in exchange of your services. So, for example, you worked with me. I was your client. I hired you as a content writer initially, and I didn't pay you a single penny out of my pocket because you didn't ask me any money. Why? See, what happens in the case of beta clients is that you work with a client in exchange of a testimonial or a social proof. Because when you are initially starting out, you are not that confident enough to charge about your services. So this is basically beta clients concept is for basically for people who are not that confident about themselves. They want to get a practical hands-on experience, but they don't want to fuck up or mess things up. So what happens in a beta client's case is you will give your services just like to any other person who will be paying you. But in a case of beta client, that's why they are beta. They do not pay you the money. Okay, that's why they are not sigma or alpha. They are beta because they don't pay you. So it doesn't make any sense to call them sigma or alpha. So as per the definition here, like let me read it once. I've not read a single slide. Beta clients are those clients with whom you provide your services in exchange of a testimony because these clients will help you in building your credibility. Oh my god, did I just become like other influencers who just reads off a screen? I guess no. That's about beta clients. There is nothing much about it. So why would you like to work with somebody when they are not paying you? That's the main question you should have right now, apart from the other bullshit that I've just said. See, why would you like to work with a person who is not gonna pay you? What happens is initially when you are a beginner and you work with someone who has a lot of expectations from you and they are paying you money and then you mess things up, you didn't give them the results, they deboard you, they say a few things to you that you cannot handle, you feel disheartened and you go into that stage of regrets that why did I even started and all that shit. So beta clients avoid this thing because firstly you're working without money, so they are not obliged to say much of stuff to you because they are not paying you. All right, you are doing it because you want to gain the experience and all that stuff, and indirectly they are getting benefited from your work. That is the best case possibility. Second thing is that you develop your skill sets because when you are working, see, whatever I'm telling you, until unless you feel it on your own, you cannot tell it. How can I tell you everything that I have till now that I have told you? It's because I have gone through the same journey, so I know how it is. If you do not go to the journey, sitting down and listening to whatever I'm saying or whatever any other person is saying isn't going to change anything in your whole personality. So you need to go and work and develop your skill set. And the most important part of a beta client is that you get a social proof, like kind of a recommendation or a testimonial that says that you know what you are doing. So when you work with a few beta clients initially, it will really help you in standing apart and getting more clients in the upcoming future. And lastly, it helps in converting future clients because when you pitch as a beginner and you already have 2 to 3 testimonials, the other person would be more willing towards you to give you a shot rather than a person who just don't have any testimonials. That is the main thing. And in that case, if your testimonials are verifiable, like I showed you in my portfolio, then you definitely have the greatest possible edge you can ever have as a freelancer. So this is all about beta clients. Now let us talk about what people are selling a lot these days: a 30-day roadmap, 14-day roadmap, 21-day roadmap. No, uh, that's bullshit. I never tried it because see, if somebody gives me a plain thing and say that you have to do this on day one, this on day two, this on day seven, and fuck you, I can't do that. So I'm going to tell you a few things. How many are these? Two, four, six. Six things that you need on a everyday basis. Like even I do it till now after spending so much time in here, and these will definitely give you results because I've tried and tested. A lot of people are doing the same and it's working for them. Why will not work for you if you do it the right way? First things first, set up your LinkedIn and start creating, for fuck's sake, because I don't think anyone of you till now has a referral model where you are getting clients without creating content, or you don't have your personal brand and all that stuff. So you need to really get active on LinkedIn, start creating content around your target audience, and establish your authority in the domain where you are working. Second would be this, make this a ritual, make this a habit. This has to be your habit that you send one cold email and one LinkedIn request to a potential client every day. Let me tell you why. Don't send 100 emails a day, don't send 100 connection requests a day, because you can't send 100 on LinkedIn. The limit is 80 per week. What you have to do is, if you send one email and one connection request to one of your potential clients every day for 365 days, that comes around 365 potential clients on mail, 365 on LinkedIn. Total it would be 730. Assuming a conversion rate of only 1%, you have 7 clients. And 1% is the rare and the worst case scenario when you send so many emails. This is the main thing. Like, if you keep on reaching out to people on an everyday basis, you will be having a good pipeline of clients. This is something nobody's ever gonna tell you, because this is the most important ingredient when you are hunting for clients as a freelancer in the long run. Third would be create content without looking at the metrics. You don't have to look at the impressions, you don't have to look at anything, because see, as I've showed you mine, if I would have looked at those impressions initially, those were 200, 400, 600,000, I wouldn't be where I am today. If I didn't created the content that reached only to 200 to 400 people, my post would have never got viral and reached out to 40 to 50,000 people within 24 hours. So until unless you do it, you don't get there. Until unless you start walking, you will not get to the destination. That's as simple as that. Fourth thing would be, as a beginner, I would highly recommend it to you. There are a lot of people like me, which I am figuring out also these days, that there are a lot of people like me who are willing to do things selflessly, who are there to give you time, and who can show you the right path. But all you have to do is you have to reach out to them. Like, see, I cannot come to you and say that if you need a consultation, please join me. You have to figure it out yourself. You can go through my previous content. Now this is for any creator. Like, I would not like to talk much about me, I feel like boasting. So if you want to get consultation from any creator, just see what they have created, what like how their content looks like, how they reply to others in the comments, and you can get a decent idea in this online world about the personality of that person. So ask them shamelessly, because I know there are 5 to 10 people who have asked me directly in the DMs that we have this problem. If you have the time, we can just jump on a quick call if that's fine by you. But they were courteous enough, and there were a few people I would like to connect. I was like, fuck you, I'm not. And there were people who, you know, pitched in the right manner, that I'm focusing from the first module, I guess, that pitch in the right manner or connect with the right people. Because a lot of people would be like, they would be very good, but then they will be like, when you ask them for anything, they would be like, here is the page, you can pay this much money, and that's it. You have to find people who are doing it selflessly and who can help you out and genuine. Fifth would be to, again, connect with the right people. Because see, why I focus so much on it is that when you connect with people on social media, subconsciously you are consuming a lot of content of theirs. All right, so if you are connected with me, you would be consuming content regarding the real side where there will be no bluff, no sugar coated stuff, and the comments on my post would be also the same. So everything that you will be seeing, it would be a real one. But there are a lot of people like me, but you will not find them initially, because you will be finding these gurus and all the stuff who provide the fabricated stuff. And if you follow them, if you follow what all they say and all that stuff, then your mind is in completely different direction. Like, people who are seeing this course, like people like you who are watching it right now, and the other people who are watching paid courses, they would have a hell lot of difference. Like, when I compare you to any other person who has taken a course or anything else, The difference is massive. And how can I tell you that? Because I have talked with people who have took courses worth 10k 14k from these freelance academies and all that stuff that is going on these days, and those influencers have a big following, but the students, they are shitty as fuck. But you know the real side. You are not shitty at all. You are getting real value every time you listen to me, you watch any module, you are consuming real content. So when you will go on LinkedIn now with this approach, you will find real people much sooner. And lastly would be to don't fall for quick rich schemes. Quick rich schemes have just defrauded everybody over the history of humanity. So don't fall for them, because these gurus and these all, they will be popping up on your feed. This will continue and this is going to increase more, that this guy made 1 lakh, this made 1 crore, I bought this, I bought that. Fuck them. You focus on yourself. That's it. The main focus should be you. Now see, these are 5 places that are not mainstream. Okay. Or if I were to create a LinkedIn post in terms of a regular person, I would say these 5 channels feel illegal to know as a freelancer. God knows why, but yeah, people like to do that way. So you know how to get clients on LinkedIn, Facebook, and all that stuff. That's mainstream. These are the real OGs. All right. And whatever I'm saying here, my resources file that would be attached somewhere on the web page where you would be watching this course. Resource files are the real gem, because whatever I'm saying, they will sum it up in a manner that you can get it from a look, so you don't have to watch this whole course again and again. I don't want you to watch it again. People say if you don't understand it, watch it again. Fuck it, no one has that much time, so don't watch it again. Go through the resource file, you will get whatever I'm trying to say. So get clients outside LinkedIn, FB, and all that stuff. Find out Slack groups. There are a lot of Discord servers who are built for freelancers. Telegram communities works the best if you are in a niche like me, like for in the technical kind of niche like Web3 and all that stuff. Telegram is the hub. Job boards like AngelList, and they have converted now to Wellfound. And there are a few other resources like crypto jobs. Like I'm basically a Web3 and crypto guy, so I these things strike up my mind because I've left journalism a lot time ago. Like I was a journalist before, so I left it, I guess 2 to 3 years back. So now I'm into Web3, so everything revolves around me and my mind in Web3 space. So that would be in the resource file. And there are a few newsletters as well who come on a weekly basis. They will DM like I'm saying. They are going to pop up in your inbox with job opportunities that has applied on their site. Like there are companies who register themselves on job boards just like us, and they are looking to hire talent. So those newsletters will tell you which company is hiring for what position, and you can just apply it over there. So these are the real gems. Same is with Telegram communities. There are people of communities where there are VCs, where they are like, the founders, the co-founders, the CMOs, the MDs, managing directors, and all that stuff. And there are freelancers as well. Like, what do you think? Would I not be in a community where there are not VCs and all that stuff? Definitely I would be in. That's how you network. It's not just about LinkedIn or FB or Telegram. It's about other channels like Discord, Slack, job boards, newsletters. That's how you build yourself as a freelancer. So right now your task would be to, apart from giving priorities to LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, you need to go on to these 5 channels. You need to find out more about your niche, where your target audience would be there, and make your client avatar and just go in. Don't waste so much time in client avatar at all. That bullshit. That's bullshit. All right, so let us meet in the next one.